Good afternoon, folks. Today's topic A is discussing top 10 highlights from the cardiovascular, kidney, metabolic, health, presidential advisory, drawing from the surrounding page content. It's a broader implications. Expanded highlights from the CKM advisory, redefining CKM syndrome. The advisory reframes CKM syndrome as a multi-system disorder, not just a cluster of comorbidities. It emphasizes the pathological, societal synergy between metabolic dysfunction and kidney impairment and cardiovascular disease. This includes individuals with early risk markers like insulin resistance or albumin, and those with advanced disease, e.g., heart failure or kidney failure, underscoring the need for lifespan spanning prevention and care. CKM staging a new clinical road mapping. The 5-stage CKM framework offers a progressive model for identifying risk and tailoring interventions. Stage 0, ideal health, no CKM risk factors. B, stage 1. Adiposity related risks, e.g., obesity, prediabetes. Stage 2, metabolic syndrome or moderate CKD. 3 stage, subclinical cardiovascular disease or very high risk CKD. 4 overt CVD with or without kidney failure. This staging supports early detection, targeted therapy, and reversal strategies, especially in underserved populations. 4 life course screening imperative. Screening is no longer reserved for older adults. The advisory calls for aged appropriate CKM screening starting in, give me 1 second, guys, youth with frequency adjusted by stage, This includes blood pressure, glucose lipid panels, EGFRs, and UACR plus CDOH assessments to capture contextual risks. Okay, 5. CKM risk prediction tools. A new CKM risk calculator integrates metabolic and kidney matrix to predict both arterial atherosclerotic CVD, and heart failure. It's designed for use starting at age 30 and reflects a shift toward personalized anticipatory care, integrated interdisciplinary care models. The advisory critiques fragmented care and proposes value-based team-driven models that unify cardiology, nephrology, and endocrinology and primary care. These models aim to reduce duplication, improve outcomes, and center the patient's lived experience, addressing social detriments of health, or SDOH. SDOH, such as housing, food insecurity, or food security, education, systematic racism, are recognized as core drivers of CKM risk. The advisory urges clinicians to screen for SDOH, incorporate them into risk algorithms, and advocate for structural change. Adiposity as a modifiable driver. Excess adiposity as positioned as a primary modifiable risk factor. The advisory promotes lifestyle interventions for pharmacotherapy and community-based programs to support weight loss and metabolic health, especially in stages 1 and 2. Cardio productive therapies for diabetes and CKD. The advisory provides nonsense guidance on SGLT2 inhibitors for CKD, heart failure, or high HF risk. GLP-1 and GLP receptors agonists for severe obesity, insulin resistance, and uncontrolled diabetes. Dual therapy for patients with multiple CKM risk factors and high CVD risks. These therapies are framed as disease modifying agents, not just glucose lowering drugs. Comprehensive kidney risk assessment. Clinicians are urged to measure both EGFR and UACR to complementary markers that together predict CKD progression and CVD risk. The advisory highlights kidney protective therapies with cardiovascular benefits and calls for routine CKD screening in primary care. Population level strategy for CKM health. The advisory outlines a systems level blueprint to transform CKM outcomes, expand CKM education and awareness, invest in implementation, science, and equity focused research, improve access to obesity care and cardio protective therapies, build interdisciplinary care networks, leverage policy partnerships and community engagement to close gaps. This strategy reflects a public health emergency response, especially for marginalized communities disproportionately affected by CKM conditions. The advisory doesn't just offer clinical guidance, it's a call for action. It's a call to action for health systems, policymakers, and communities to embrace a unfiltered, equity-driven approach to chronic disease prevention and management. If you'd like, I can help you translate these highlights into culturally responsive outreach toolkit or an implementation guide tailored to your community's needs. Okay, guys, so that is A for you. I'll be back on shortly with B. For now, Gator Wellness. Take care, folks.